thought it was Derek too because of the pause, and they both voted no, and then electing each other.
I just don't like the play of giving the same person power twice in like super early rounds.
Yeah,
no, I get it.
That's what
I
made me
honestly think BROTE played, but I think that BROTE played it well.
No, I'm not saying it's wrong from his point, but it like
it
Oh shit! I'm first.
Confusion to the early game.
Time to go to the Hitler Observatory.
When Diddles made you
graveyard.
No, it's called the Hitler Graveyard, but the Observatory deck. But I should call it the Hitler Observatory.
I like the Hitler Observatory. Sorry, let's do things.
When Diddles voted you Chancellor twice. I don't necessarily mind that play, but I can see why Ray doesn't.
Like he had you in his pocket, which is why he kept suggesting you as being safe.
He should be able to hear us, Peter.
Peter.
Yeah, I can hear you guys. Sorry, I was gonna type something.
Can you check that shuffle?
Don't shuffle it.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll check. It is shuffled.
Remember you were checking if it was shuffled at the start?
It is shuffled.
God, I would have been okay with losing if like we got farther in the game.
That's why I was trying to get Alex elected.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that like I was so right and we lost immediately. That hurts worse than getting farther and losing.
I know.
No, Reg.
Like
I felt bad. I'm sorry.
So hard.
I will say, at least from my perspective, Diddles, you played a very good.
You shit.
Fuck you, Rick.
From my perspective.
I'm gonna say Diddles is Hitler. Let's go.
All right, are we ready?
The sad part is that Hitler's really hard because you just don't know who's on your team. Like,
I mean, you lucked out. We're a fascist.
Are we ready?
I think we're ready.
Yeah, go for it.
Bam.
Is this a peace offering?
Oh God, what does this mean?
I don't know what it means. Means I think Reg deserves a chance, you know?
Also, BROTE a good
He's
first
already
round.
hit.
Don't worry about it.
Alright, flip it.
You're welcome.
No,
Fuck my
wait.
shit up, fam.
Fascist win. I'm just joking.
It's like what?
Confused.
What were you saying, Alex?
I was saying, BROTE, you had a good first round. Don't worry, like, electing Hitler has happened to all of us.
I don't mean to come across as you played it poorly because like we were in a shitty position.
Yeah, you did.
Like it was a really hard game to win because there was already a lot of trust issues on the liberal side.
Yeah. That's a way to put it.
It didn't. Yeah, it fucked you guys that BROTE passed 2 liberal policies when there were also 2 fascists.
Yeah.
BROTE, my one advice on play, regardless of whether you're liberal or fascist, just be a little bit more vocal. It took us a while to get you vocal.
everybody was interrupted.
I don't have like a lot to say because I don't know. I don't know how to play this game yet. I'm trying to watch and learn.
Just yell.
Just keep watching.
No, not only that, it's that BROTE also was in a position where he was sitting there and everybody was talking. Like, I don't think he wanted to interrupt anybody. He'd rather just sit there and learn, right?
Also that.
Yeah.
If you've noticed that the people who interrupt are the ones who get suspicion cast on them. But like, I mean, like, obviously, also if you're quiet, I don't know, it's a hard balance.
You can't gain enough trust if you stay quiet.
That is kind of true, too. Anyway, back to the observatory.
Like,
that
if
was
you're
my
trusted, you
opinion.
need to cast your opinion on people, I think, personally.
Okay, Derek.
Even if it's just a read. So yeah,
Derek.
let's hear the cards.
I was given 2 red,
I was given 3.
which is unfortunately very likely.
So which one of these fucks is a liar?
Immediately casting shade on
I'm so
everybody.
deflated.
It's 11 blue and 6 red, right?
Correct.
You know what?
No,
I
other way
won
around.
that
Other
game.
way around.
My
Okay,
heart
other
of
way around.
hearts.
No, Reg totally won. The fascist plus Reg won that game.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I'm the
Like,
greatest-
I don't think
I'm
it's
the
because Reg
greatest
played
Hitler
poorly.
player in our fucking game party. Fuck you all.
Yeah, you were great. It was basically my job from early on to just throw shade on Reg, or make Reg so tilted that no one believed him.
See, I don't understand why Reg didn't trust BROTE, I guess.
Because there were 2 rounds. Like, okay, Pino doing it first, that can happen, but you adding on top of it, like, in the first 3 rounds, was very hard to just be okay with it. Regardless of, like, if it's 2 liberals, like, between you and him, like, if you were liberal and still giving it to him, and Pino was liberal and you still giving it to him, like, just,
Yeah. Anyway,
Greg, would you like to vote on this?
I don't fucking care.
Come on, Reg.
Okay, flip him up.
Wait, what?
Whoa!
Fuck Stil's fan.
He doesn't want it.
It's fun to just be an idiot.
And I was
At the
drinking, so
start.
I'm even more emotional.
Oh, dude, I've been drinking for like 4 hours now.
That's unhealthy.
I've been drinking
You
water
You should find a doctor.
This one time I injected an alcohol
into your butthole
into my butthole.
with a turkey baster.
No, just with the handle. It was the entire handle.
Fair enough.
FamiliaTwin entered chat. FamiliaTwin moved to Hitler Observatory.
Beautiful.
I like the name Hitler Observatory. That's great.
Peter, what's the point of being in the Hitler Observatory? Why don't you just stay in here if you're not going to say anything?
Because I could talk and just insult you and you can't.
Oh, you're just going to be talking but to yourself on Mumble?
Yes, that's what I do.
Can we get some numbers here?
I had a choice.
I gave him a choice. I drew 2 reds.
Okay.
So we're saying that 3 reds got drawn the first time, then 2 reds and a blue.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck!
Sorry. I fucked up,
So
boys.
there's five blues
No, I
remaining and
fucked
11
up.
cards.
I grabbed afterwards.
Yeah, so 5 blues remaining and 11 cards theoretically. So
It's like a 50-50 now, essentially.
So Reg's gonna be in part of this twice now,
Let's do the pink bullet.
yay.
and Reg's the one that put down a fascist card.
We're doing Reg to Brote.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reg to BROTE easy.
You sunk my battleship. My battleship's a penis.
Alright, flip.
I think alcohol.
FamiliaTwin
Mine's
moved
a
to
destroyer.
Hitler
Whoa,
Observatory.
Why you?
Uh,
Why
Explain.
you put this forward?
He played my fucking game there.
No, the reason I nined it is kind of from Reg's first point, which I do agree with, that you don't want to give one person too much.
Why do we gotta
But he
have
hasn't-
multicolored
He hasn't
bullets?
had any power, has
What's
he?
wrong
Yeah.
with Volt?
I've had
Well-
no power this game.
I'm not saying BROTE, I'm saying Reg. The problem is that Reg has already been Chancellor once.
Oh,
but
you're just trying to get
Reg.
rid of it past him. Okay, that makes
Oh.
sense.
I don't think that's.
I
a fault
voted
of
no
Red.
on
That's just the
everything.
order.
Well, it's not Reg's fault, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, I'm not blaming Reg. I'm saying the only doubt cast is that there was a fascist card played by him.
Okay, that's fine.
But I
Yeah,
didn't
this
want
early
him to have
on.
too much power.
Yeah, that's fine.
The one thing I would say is that you can't necessarily look as, I mean, yes, it is power, but like president. And
Yeah, president's
chancellor.
much more powerful than chancellor.
But it's more
yeah.
of you're choosing chancellor as president.
Are these
he
my 2
just
cards?
rotates.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, those ones on the table. Pull them
I
into your
didn't. I
hand.
couldn't successfully locate
Just
your hand.
just put them on the
Too
table
drunk.
for now. It'll avoid bad shit.
No, more like it's too far away and I wasn't changing my camera angle.
I'm just gonna say I'm liberal. LARBIO. Backwards. Oh shit! You gotta look at someone's card.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we
Yep.
keep forgetting about that second ability.
Yup.
I swear to
I
God,
was
Reg.
not given a choice. I had 2 reds.
Oh,
I drew 3. It's not fair. I voted no.
Oh, wait. did
Well,
that-
whatever.
Wait,
you
wait,
shouldn't
wait,
have to
wait,
defend
wait.
yourself.
wait, because there's. Oh wait, no. This could.
Was
happen.
this shuffled?
Sorry.
Did Peter actually look at this
Yeah,
shit?
he did. But
Yes, I
FamiliaTwin
looked at
entered
that
channel.
shit. Don't
Go back to
fucking
your
blame
hole.
me.
Please.
no,
Don't
there's.
fucking blame me.
That means because there's what still 5
FamiliaTwin
liberals
moved to
remaining. So that
Yeah.
means
Observatory.
the next hand is gonna definitely have. a
It
liberal.
could happen.
Or yeah. So this could happen.
Alright,
So
for a purely want to make sure that this next play makes sense and goes correctly, I want to check Diddles' card.
I swear to. Oh my God. Can I talk
he's
while
Hitler.
doing
I mean,
this?
we can't change.
No,
his
no,
mind,
no,
so-
no, not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one.
Not that one, not that one.
Just
Wait,
Over.
your party membership card.
The beige one, like this
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
I figured it out.
Yeah, he's not allowed to know if you're Hitler.
Diddles is liberal.
Bum bum
I was
bum
gonna
bum.
be so pissed if you screwed me this time, just like that fucking first game, and called me a fascist when I wasn't.
Mr. Hand me 2 reds.
Fucking, I was gonna be so pissed.
No,
No idea.
you are a liberal.
All right. So who hasn't been in on this? Alex.
I haven't.
I'll give Alex a chance.
Well, I guess Diddles is pretty trustworthy.
God
Is
damn, I
he-
grabbed
is
the right
he?
card.
Unless Reg and Diddles are in it together.
Oh wait,
We're in a
Those two?
relationship
Why
together.
does
What you gotta
everybody
ask?
blame? Everybody looks at my card. Why does everybody blame me? I don't know.
Yeah, dude, everyone's looking at Diddles' card.
No.
Alright, alright,
The
hold
only
on.
reason I looked
No,
at your
I
card
understand
is
why you
because
did it.
were
Flip,
next.
flip
Hold
him.
on. Who you choosing as president?
Oh shit,
Oh,
that's a
if
good
there's
point.
A fascist.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck,
Give
I
me
don't
all
know.
the power. Give me all the power. I
No,
want
I'm not
all the
choosing
fucking
you.
power at this point.
I'm not choosing.
I'm going out
yeah.
on
I
a
mean,
limb.
look, Reg already has 2 different colored bullets over there.
That is my penis.
I mean, Pino
I-
is the only one that's
Yeah,
fucking
weird
passed the
penis,
liberal
son.
policy, so...
Like,
I
Penis
can't
of
say
power,
that I
stop
know.
it.
Okay, I
can't
just
say
want to
that.
say this is very likely to be blue.
Okay, on the
That's why I
president
checked
thing, I have no fucking clue, and I can't give you an answer right now.
Fair enough.
Alright,
Okay.
I've already thrown my vote down, so... Woo!
Okay, why? I know you're a 9 too, but why is the 9s?
Oh wait, was that 3 9s?
Yes.
That's 3 9s.
Jeez.
Still passes.
It still
It still
passes,
passes.
but I'm
My-
curious. Brote, why you're a 9?
I'm skeptical of. I don't like it going to you and then. What's it called? Him having the power
Oh,
to elect
so-
someone?
So literally the exact same thing that happened with Reg.
No, so here's why I voted yes. Because I checked him, and I didn't know who he was going to pass. I don't like the play, but I thought it would catch shade on me for going back and voting no. I don't like going 2 turns in a row with
That's
the same
fair.
people.
Like,
Yeah.
Can I chime in?
yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
I'll go after.
So basically, the reason why I voted no was because I don't trust anyone who is on the right half of this board right now, or this half of the board.
Damn.
And I just want it to be president and me before we get somebody who gets the next power. Personally.
trust me.
While I don't necessarily mind 2 people having power early game, I don't like 2 turns in a row.
Yeah.
That's
See,
my reason.
Yeah, I can understand.
That's pretty good reasoning, honestly. I probably would have voted no based
I
off
would
that.
have. I would have voted no if I wasn't in the position I was in, where I had
No,
to just check the card.
I understand that.
But yeah, I mean, at the same time,
I mean,
we're pretty
we
likely to
are
get some liberal
likely-
cards here anyway, so...
Yeah,
That's
We're,
why
we're
I was
likely
okay
to
with
get
it.
liberal, but
See, I don't like this because
I,
That's
Yeah, everyone else can talk though.
Technically, I can't, right?
correct.
I thought he can talk until it's passed.
No, it's
No.
It's once you're elected, you can't talk.
When any elected officer or position has cards.
Yeah, I just don't have strong reads, and I don't want to give
That
out
was
powers to
pretty
this
good,
half
yeah.
of the table.
That was pretty good.
How about your mod
stats don't lie.
FamiliaTwin moved to Hitler Observatory.
Can't spell liberals, I'm
I
confirmed
love
fascists.
Heart Nahaz.
Liberals.
Broteezy, are you a
So-
follower of Nahaz?
Not really.
Oh, why not? Gotta trust the old man.
I like his reactions and I appreciate his enthusiasm.
Yeah, I think that he's great.
I don't.
If I
don't
had
get
him
behind
as a professor, I would love that.
Yeah, I don't get behind the negative feelings towards him. I don't see why at all.
That's
I-
the internet, people will
I mean, I
criticize
think that he
it.
gets
Wow!
angry a lot.
Fuck you, Alex. Fuck you so much.
Fucking Alex.
Okay, I was
just to
given.
be fair,
wait,
I
wait,
did
wait.
not give him a choice.
Yeah, I was given 2 blues.
What did you discard?
I read.
Why didn't you give him a choice when you know
yeah,
I could
it's
back you
awfully
up?
early.
Because I have no fucking idea who I want to make president.
That's fair.
That's stupid.
I
have-
get
I have
Yeah.
no
Get it?
idea.
I
That's
get it,
stupid.
but
You should
I
take that power if you're a liberal.
I get
But
it, but
why?
I
When
could
you
back
don't
you
have
up.
any idea.
It's a hard power to
Alex-
want if you
Alex
don't
is
have an
forced
idea
into
about
playing
other
the
person.
liberal
Yeah.
because I know what you are.
But
Well,
if you have
but I don't
no
know
idea who it is, you don't give that power to one of the people who could be a fascist.
I
Because it's a 50-50 chance that they're a fascist.
But that's fine because if something shady happens in that situation, then I have an idea that they are fascist.
I mean,
I have no
I don't
idea
think it's
how-
something we should be mad about.
Or
We
you
just
just
passed the
give-
liberal policy.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not a
No.
bad move because it pushes off bullets and electing Hitler one more turn.
So, if everyone's been truthful, there's still 3 liberal policies in this deck?
yeah, 1, 2. Yeah,
Who
yeah.
are you gonna
so
make?
Alright, so yeah, let's hear
I-
from Mr.
I-
Alex.
I seriously don't know. I want to kind of ask the board how they feel sitting on people right now, because I don't know. I
Well,
can't get a read on anything. At the
I'll
moment.
say the same thing I said last time, which is, the Diddles and Reg tied together, or, one-way chain.
It's an unlikely move to play two games in a row, especially when Reg just got burned by it.
I mean, the thing it's different here is that I
wouldn't
think
put it
Reg had a
past
very, solid reason for looking at Diddles outside of potentially wanting to reveal, his fascism.
I mean, Alex gave a logical
No, I'm
opinion
not trying
as
to
well.
discredit it. I'm just saying I agreed with his logic behind it. I understand it.
I think Alex had a logical reason, but the person that he chose
Kill
was
everyone
illogical.
here.
Well, I mean, he had a logical reason because he was a fucking fascist.
Right, no, but that's why I say it was illogical if he was a liberal.
Yeah.
If he wouldn't have checked Diddles, I think he would have checked Pino.
So
Like
anyway.
in the actual scenario as a liberal. But I did check Diddles because he was going to be the next person, and I wanted to ensure a liberal policy passed. And he is liberal. I am liberal.
And
I
said that too. To be
I'm
fair.
kind of tempted to say like Reg, but I'm not sure because I feel like that's a lot of concentrated
Reg,
power.
Reg as being most trustworthy.
No, I don't know. I mean,
Nah, fuck
like,
Reg.
I would probably say yes if we gave it to Reg, but I just had to understand that's a lot of like concentrated power between like this side of the table,
How do we feel about BROTE? Because like,
Still nothing.
I mean, I'm pretty indifferent.
Motherfucker's been quiet again.
Yeah, sorry.
no, it's okay. It's okay. don't
That's
worry.
fine. It's just
It's just hard to get a read.
It
on
hurts you in
because
situations like this because no one has a read on you. So you
It's
can't
it's
get
also
it again.
been difficult for him because both times it started
You're
with
working
me
with
and
him.
Pino, so he didn't get to be part of like the early presidencies,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
give
can
him
be
some
opposite
power.
side of the table.
I think I'd be okay with BROTE, honestly.
Okay.
I remember I gave him Chancellor. You guys remember that, right?
Oh wait, yeah, you did.
Oh,
I had 3
Did that
reds.
one pass?
I gave him 2.
That one
That was the
passed.
first red.
I had no choice. It was 2 reds.
No, that's right. That one didn't pass. And Reg lived at Diddles' cards.
I'm not saying it's a bad play. I'm just saying, just don't forget that he actually does.
Yeah, no. I mean, I just like when you look at someone's card, that's gonna naturally just draw attention to you and the person you checked. So
No.
I mean, I'd rather.
I think my reasoning and choice was better than Alex's last game. If that's how we're gonna make a comparison, though.
Well, no,
Different
clearly Alex.
circumstances.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying if we're going to be relating it.
Okay, are we
Because people
continuing
did
around the
judge it.
table?
Yeah, sure, go for it still.
So yeah, so basically, I have no read on the table, but fuck Reg.
See, that's,
Okay.
my feeling is I have no read on the table, but Reg, I'm alright with you.
Got him.
That's because you're my foil.
I was gonna put Stil, but then I remembered our whole problem with having next president.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, because he's like my
that's
most neutral.
guaranteeing.
He's my most neutral at the moment, but
True neutral.
Yeah, super newt.
2 neutral
so
for me.
Derek was first president, elected Reg, it was red. Pino was second president, elected
Me. No, it's
Still.
me.
Oh, Still, and that was a blue, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was blue.
Red.
And then Reg did BROTE and it was
did
red.
It was
Brote,
red.
It was red. Diddles did me, and I was given 2 blues.
I do you all day.
I think I'm gonna. Well, God, that's the whole lot of power thing again.
I
You, Peter.
don't know how to make you trust me, but at the same time, giving it to me now means you're more likely to get a Hitler next vote. Because
What do you mean by that?
if it's red,
I mean, I don't know why you'd assume this one would fail though.
Yeah, this
I'm
is
not,
a
I'm
very.
just-
Unless there's like a
This is
really
very
high
likely to
concentration of fucking
Whoa,
fascists among the
oh,
first
shit.
4.
Whoa!
can we stop playing with
Dude,
shit?
flip that and
That's my fault.
yeah.
No, God, that just makes the game so much worse now.
It's
Well,
5
it's-
cards.
it's
We
not
weren't
the
gonna
same
draw.
version.
We weren't gonna draw that because
Just
it was.
don't
going
worry about it.
Okay.
Let's just let it pass.
No,
It's
but-
5
I'm-
cards.
I'm-
It's fine.
I'm not assuming that it's going to fail, but if it did, you're removing one liberal from your pool of potentially electable chancellors next
Yeah.
turn. That's what I'm trying
No,
to
Okay, well, okay, we are at a
shuffling
point
1 out
where
of 5
if-
in, it's fine.
No,
we
no,
are-
that's
we
not what
are-
I'm talking about still. I'm talking about just the playing of the card.
So we are at a point where if we elect Hitler, whatever, as a chancellor, right?
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
not whatever, but he's not going to lose the game for us.
Yeah.
Well, if you elect him and then he enacts a fascist policy, you don't trust him, and then you
Then
don't
that
ever
helps.
elect him chancellor.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as Alex here isn't also a fascist.
Well,
I know this is like a weird, I don't want to say request, but like,
want me to spell liberal backwards? Laredil.
yes, I want you to spell that.
Blarpable.
Is I don't, gosh.
He wants the power.
I want the power next turn so that you can give me a not Hitler card and improve your confidence in what I saw.
So Alex, who are you giving the presidency to?
The chancellor? Oh, the president.
No, he's considering for next time. Who would you like consider?
If I gave it to Reg, would that give him previously elected president?
No.
If he got it,
I mean, yes. If he passes a policy, then yes.
Elected.
I don't
Like, if
want to be chancellor this turn.
if
No,
he,
no, no, no.
if
No, no,
we-
I'm saying-
if the group vetoes him, he doesn't get it.
Well, we can't veto.
No.
Oh,
What
you're
what
saying
we're
it's not-
saying is,
Group
if
vetoes
he gets a
his
successful
chancellor pick.
vote, then yes, he would get
Yeah.
this.
Okay, no, but what I'm saying is, if this passes a red,
And you gave it to
and
Reg,
I'm
he
giving
could.
presidency, I give this to Reg. Does he have to hold this afterwards?
No, you would hold it.
Okay.
Diddles,
that's-
I understand.
Then I would give it to
understand
Reg.
I understand what you're
Alright.
typing, but I'm trying to support you. I
not
saw
saying
that your
not.
card was liberal.
Well, Alex, we've been kind
But I
of
have
on this for a
nothing.
while. Why
Okay,
don't you make
Alex,
your
let's
decision?
go. Yeah.
I know you have nothing on me, but I mean, I think that action alone is good faith. Like, is
Because you knew I'd flip the fuck out on you if you lied
Okay.
again about me. Because I love you.
I want to elect Stil because he's my most neutral, but then this gets into the whole power argument that we've been having.
yeah, I
Derek-
think it's a weak play to play the person right in front of you.
So are you choosing
Yeah.
Derek?
I think it is weak.
Or
play,
it's
but
it's an overly strong play for the next person in line.
Are you
I
choosing
think-
Derek though?
at this point, I'm just choosing
Yeah, it's Derek.
because I don't have a very strong reason. I just know this is very likely to pass.
3, 2, 1, flip.
Derek.
I'm scared, man.
Why not vote for it?
Derek's afraid that he's secretly Hitler.
Oh,
What if I wake
What
up-
if
No,
what
I'm
if
just-
Hitler was the secret.
I feel like I'm not in a good position since the first shit happened was fascist. So I don't know. Maybe.
You can't talk.
You can't talk.
Sorry.
You can wiggle those hips. Wiggle,
You
wiggle, wiggle.
appendixless.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
I really gotta pee.
After we play this, let's pause.
Sorry, Peter.
I mean, I can hold it, but it's gonna affect my ability to reason.
Wah, wah.
There was some fucking lying going on.
Yeah.
Man, my read's all fucked up.
Oh my god, what did you draw, Alex?
You can guess.
Derek, what did he draw?
Someone discarded a blue.
I mean, definitely. Like, could someone have gotten like maybe Diddles got the fucking 3 liberals? I don't fucking know.
Ah, fuck.
It's okay.
I mean, you both know
let's-
that there's a
let-
liberal.
let's-
We know exactly what the deck is anyway.
Let's continue this in a second so Reg can pee.
All right, pause.
BRB.
Oh, is it back to full strength?
I
deck
guess
minus
technically I
these?
choose next president,
Yes.
and I'm gonna stick to what I said.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick Reg because I was fully expecting like at least one liberal.
So this is what's the
Wait, so
what's
you got
this deck
sorry.
order?
I got 3 reds.
So it starts at what?
So
6?
right now in the
Or it
deck,
starts at
there
11
are
to
8
5
fascist
11 to 6?
and 4 liberal in the deck.
Okay. It's not very good odds. This is actually pretty shit odds.
No, the odds are better for liberal now. They're
Yeah.
1 to 2, but at the beginning they
It's-
were almost 3
yeah.
to, or 1 to 3 rather.
It's like the same. It's 1 to 2 and 1 to 2.
I'm back.
Is
So-
everyone here?
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, why am I the president?
Because someone
Because he
lied.
passed it to you.
and
We
got
used the
I got
fascist,
3 reds.
I know, I saw the card get played, but this isn't
I
the scenario I
said-
wanted.
I
He
said
said that he would give it to you.
I
so
said
he's
I
giving
would give it to Reg. That's why I was asking where the previously elected thing.
Oh
would
yeah, no,
go,
so this
'cause-
this would go to you now.
yes, this would go to me.
And then if Reg is successful, it will go to him. But regardless, it would go to Stil afterwards.
I know my vote already. I'm gonna go get a drink.
So yeah, Reg, we established one of the previous presidents must have been lying because I was giving
Yeah.
3 reds.
But okay.
But I do know for certain, Diddles gave me 2 blue. So,
Diddles, what you just?
like, that's the most information I have to go by.
So here's my problem right now.
All right.
I know what Derek gave me, and I know what I gave Diddles, and those are the people I feel safest about. I can't give it to Derek, and I'm almost certain that any vote that I give to Diddles is going to fail.
What about Broke?
So-
Why?
Yeah, wait.
Who
you
other
get
than
cards?
I-
You know I'm a liberal.
I'm gonna go ahead and
else
start the
fail?
stopwatch.
Okay, who else enacted the other liberal policy, and then who was the president for that?
I
It
the
was
president,
Diddles to Alex.
Yes. I gave him 2 liberals.
And the first one was
So then I
Pino
trust that the
to
two
someone?
of them are liberals.
The
Was
second
Pino
So I
Still.
think that the
Pino to
4 of
Still.
us here, from Reg
honestly-
onwards, I think that we're all liberals.
It's gone fascist, liberal, fascist, liberal, fascist. I think.
Yeah,
so far.
correct.
Yeah, Pino to Still.
Yeah, it was Pino to Still was the first liberal, right? Or was
Yes.
that the second one?
No, that was the
That was
first
the
one.
That was the first.
The second one was
Yeah,
Diddles to
Alex
Alex.
Force.
So I trust that it from Reg to me are all the liberals.
Okay.
I
so-
don't
'Cause
feel so
Pino gave me
secure
a
about that.
choice. Pino gave me a choice, so he could have just discarded a liberal.
No,
I don't know.
that's
He
fair
might
logic.
have drawn too liberal.
No, I
Yeah,
said I
so that's what I'm
drew-
saying. He drew 2 liberal and a fascist.
But I
he
would've
discarded
said
a
that.
liberal, and then
Oh,
he
I
gave
just-
me a choice.
yeah. No.
What'd you say?
I thought I had an idea, but no. I thought I had one.
So I honestly think that it's the 4 of us in line here. From Reg forward are all the liberals, and then those 3 are the fascists, and one of them is Hitler. I don't know which one, but one of them.
I can tell you you're wrong. But
I don't
that
agree
doesn't
with
mean
that.
anything.
I know for a fact you're wrong too. Yeah, obviously.
Because
So,
honestly,
okay,
I
can I go around the table and ask who people feel is the most Hitler?
the most
Like,
Hitler.
The
Like
most
your
Hitler's
first-
the
your
wrong
fo-
question
you-
to ask right now.
Okay, then what's the right question, Pino? Because I want to ask
well,
the right question.
Who's the least Hitler?
Who do we think is like one far
my-
one way or the other?
It's my choice, so I mean, I'm trying to
Yeah,
figure out.
let Reg ask the table.
What's the question you want me to ask, Pino, before I ask whatever I'm.
I mean, I just don't. I was gonna say I just don't feel like we have enough information.
Oh, he said
You
it.
know,
Oh my god.
Okay.
Reg, who are your top 2 that you want to elect?
Diddles and Derek.
You can't elect Derek.
I know.
So you just
Why-
want Diddles.
I don't like this situation.
always
Is basically
wants
what
me.
it is.
You looked
You know
at
what?
Diddle's card, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You know
That's
I'm
why I
a
have the strongest
Yeah.
reason to give him Chancellor.
No, I think that'd be a pretty strong play. Just at least get one not Hitler card on the board,
Okay,
or just fucking lose.
but yeah, I was just about to say the or we lose.
I mean, we're always at that point now.
Yeah, my read's pretty bad. Like I don't have a strong feeling one way or the other, but I'm gonna continue with fuck Reg.
So,
Okay,
Reg,
I'm gonna put my guess out here, and I'm not gonna justify it. I'm just gonna say it's my own intuition on this. Alex and Derek, fascist, Brote, Hitler.
why?
Yeah, I'm curious why.
I just said I wasn't gonna justify it.
Okay, fair enough. Fair
Honestly, I don't think that's a bad call because it's hard to get reads on both Brote and Still because they haven't really had as none of them have been president and they've not been talking as much.
That's true.
But
Um,
I do think that there
I was
are.
chancellor though, and I passed the liberal policy.
It's either between Derek or Reg as the fascist, but I assume Alex is a fascist. I assume Brote is Hitler.
Wait, why?
Derek.
Alex?
He's not justifying it. I mean, I guess he can if he wants.
I mean, you're kind of making it more specific at this point. I don't know why.
The reason
throw
I'm
him under
making
the
it
bus.
that specific is one, obviously Brote hasn't played different from last game to this game. He's very quiet, but at the same time, he passed a fascist policy under our assumption that he got past 2.
That was
now
from me.
Okay.
with him being new, and I did the same thing. Whatever side he's on, he's going to want to pass that regardless.
So what does Reg
Wait,
think about
wait,
Brote?
Wait,
I have
can
nothing.
can I just say one thing though? Because I think it's weird that I'm being thrown under the bus because the only time, like, I enacted a blue policy, but that's because I was also given no choice technically. So it's kind of really hard to defend myself because of that.
Right, I gave you no choice,
Right,
and then
but
you could have easily given Derek no choice, and that's why I'm not putting full blame on Derek with that. Reg, at the same time, he knows I'm a liberal. He agreed I'm a liberal, but there was a half a second where Reg started to say that I was going to pass the fascist policy, and that's why I'm under suspicion.
Okay, that's not what I was intending to say. I was intending to say that if I check your card, it gives me the best understanding of knowing what's left in the deck because of what could potentially happen with your playing out.
That's correct.
But also, because we know somebody lied, I'm on board with Diddles suspecting Alec, having discarded a liberal and handing to Derek. Because we know that somebody lied. And I was involved with... I was the president for one with BROTE, and I know I drew 3 reds. And I was the chancellor from Derek's. I know I was handed 2 reds. I can't predict what he was doing. But then, with Alex being on board of that, it's one of you two that I feel is a fascist.
Sounds good. Reg and Derek, you fucking fascists. Fucking fascists.
How dare you talk to Reg like that?
Okay,
No. You just said I was safe. And BROTE, and Derek, like, you're just playing chaotic and not... If you're a liberal, again, you're playing a fucking awful liberal.
I am
Okay,
He's
Hitler.
going to play chaotic.
Pino,
Yes.
I'm just going to ask why your card is out, even though he hasn't picked a chancellor.
I'll give that reason.
Oh, he's already formed an opinion.
I have an appendix, Pino.
I know.
Oh, he's like,
still
appendix,
Hitler.
good, God's good by me. Let me ask you this, Reg. Who are you thinking about shooting?
Yeah, that was going to be my question, too.
I wanted to ask that question, and then I forgot about it because we were discussing our reads. A good question.
Derek, not Derek, Peter F. off.
Fucking Pete. I'm between Stil and Alex.
For
And the
shooting?
reason, and what?
For shooting?
Yes. And the reason, Alex, is just because of the connection with you and Derek, and knowing somebody was lying, and I was involved in 2 of the other. So I know what.
So you're
what
intertwined
5
So
with
can
your
I ask why
Yes,
you're
but
suspicious?
I have the power, is what I'm...
Can I ask why you're suspicious of Alex and not of me or Pino?
I am suspicious of you, but I'm more suspicious of Alex. Because
Okay.
I know what cards you handed me. I have no idea what went on between you two.
I mean,
you're-
what I'm
there was
saying
a-
is, from
there was
your
a-
perspective,
so-
Alex
there was a
could have
one-
screwed me
trust
just as
Brody.
easily as I screwed you, you know?
Look,
None
look,
of you
look.
fucks.
Wait,
Look,
just
look.
let Reg talk.
You had a 1-card chance of screwing me, but Alex had a 3-card chance from my perspective of screwing me. You understand? Because I have no idea what went on between you two. But I do
Alright.
know 2 of the 3 cards that were given to
But,
me.
Reg, I also picked you as my president because I have the most trust in you.
I understand, but you're also removing the chancellor from me, and this is the play that I was talking about, is that if I am unable to be chancellor, it's a higher chance for me or anybody to select a Hitler.
But if you don't elect Diddles, then that also gives us that if we are to trust your opinion, right?
I'm sorry? I don't
If you
understand.
do not elect Diddles in this one and you elect your second most trusted, that gives us the opportunity to elect Diddles in the coming one. If
But
we are
his-
to trust your
his
opinion
second
that we
most
saw
trusted-
you saw his blue rather.
But his second most trusted is Derek, and Derek can't be. He's already stated
Yeah.
that.
Right.
And the reason we're really even having this discussion as long as we have been is because I've already been so involved with Diddles for this game, is that I don't know that this vote will pass.
I mean, aren't you thinking of giving it to Diddles?
I am. But there's already 2 cards on the table,
He's
and I'm
saying
fairly
the
certain they're
original-
no.
He's saying the vote to have this be president and chancellor to fail, and I'll be honest, I would fail it anyway. I don't want.
You would
Why?
feel it being on yourself.
Yes.
Diddles,
That's
I know
'cause
that
Rex
you're-
a fascist.
I know that you're liberal.
Yes, but okay, stop for a second. You know I'm a liberal. We just shuffled the cards. There's a good chance that I get past 2 fascist cards. Then you have a bullet to shoot is whoever you want, and I've already stated that I have some suspicion of you. Not a lot, but some.
So who would you want me to give the Chancellor to? Or are you just going to vote no on whoever I give it to?
To be honest, I'll probably just vote no.
This is why I didn't want to be president and I wanted to be elected Chancellor. Because
I think the bullet gives a lot of opportunity, and
I mean,
you
the
did
other
help
thing
people
you have
being
to
liberal,
consider
right?
is that the next presidents are going to be Stil and BROTE.
Yeah.
And those are people with we don't know anything about them.
That is
So we run the very real risk of top decking.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're at about the 10-minute mark, so Reg, if you want to...
Yeah. I think we just fucking go with whatever Reg thinks now.
I'm thinking about it, Reg.
Are you actually, like, do you actually think I'm a fascist still? Because you say fuck Reg, and then you say I'm a liberal, and those three are the fascists. I want to get a clear understanding of what your position is.
Are you asking Stil or me?
Still.
So personally, I'm unsure about the 5 of you over here.
Wow,
I think that BROTE is the other liberal.
He's only passed a fascist. And he hasn't said anything.
You
Yeah, I
earlier
don't think
were
that he
sure
had
that
a
I was
choice.
Hitler. You were sure I was Hitler
No,
earlier.
Stil.
What is?
I was sure you're Hitler.
You were sure? Okay, my bad.
But he said me through himself were
Yeah.
liberal. But now
What
he's
has
saying you're
changed?
liberal.
Still, what has changed your mind on me?
I'm going... I think you're playing a very poor
No, I mean-
liberal if you are.
Honestly, I completely forgot what my thing is because I stopped paying attention for a bit of time there. There was just like too much yelling going on over the same points.
All right, make a decision.
Yeah, let's
Reg.
make a choice.
I just want to vote on Reg.
Oof.
Alright, everybody ready?
Yep.
Alright, flip them.
Pino.
Did we lose?
No,
No,
Okay.
he's not Hitler. I can tell you that.
but Pino.
Can we
you
keep
had that
everyone's
out at
votes
the
out on the
very-
table, actually?
Yeah, you had that out at the very start.
Yes.
And you said you're going to explain.
I know. So, because of all of the issues we had at the end of the deck, and, fascists coming up when we were expecting liberals, based on what everyone said, the table agreed that everyone from Alex and before were under suspicion of lying, myself included, about what they got. So therefore, I'm not going to trust. I don't have good reads, but I'm not going to pass a vote for anyone from Derek onward. Derek to Alex.
Okay.
Until I get a better read.
So
Do
do we
you
want
only-
the rest of the nose to explain, or do we want to interrogate him on his
If
no?
you want to, sure.
So my no is, again, I just don't want anyone besides me getting power. Because I know my position, and I'm still pretty uncertain about most of the table right now.
Alright, it's pretty fair.
And mine is because, well, apparently rightfully so here. I was inclined to believe Diddles, and his suspicion of Reg actually kind of swayed me.
The reason I voted yes on that is because I've kind of done like a little bit of math on it, and I think there's a good chance that I might get a liberal card. But either way,
I mean, no, you have a very good chance of getting a liberal, especially if Reg is one.
right. So I think I have a chance of actually enacting a liberal at least.
We should probably just continue with the thing, because Reg has cards in his hand and he can't talk.
Yeah.
Because the other thing is
I was waiting.
there was nothing in the discard pile, so I knew that this was my best chance to get a liberal policy.
Alright, let's just do the cards.
Did we ask him who he was going to shoot?
I believe
No,
he said
we-
Stil or BROTE.
He
Still
said,
Alex.
didn't he say me?
Did he say? Oh, that's right. Wait, who'd you say?
He said
Still
me
or
or
Alex?
Still?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Alright, so Reg's fascist.
No, that is not true. I drew 3 reds.
Sure you did.
I mean,
Hitler.
it was. Shut up and let me talk, please. It wasn't. It was a full deck with no discards. While that gives you the greatest chance of drawing a liberal, it still gives you the greatest chance of drawing the most fascists. Even though 3 were in play, there's still an overwhelming number of fascists.
It's 2-1.
8-4.
2-1, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, do whatever math you want. It's shitty luck that I got 3 fascists.
So who are you gonna shoot?
Now I have to make that decision.
And more importantly, we use the green bullet or the red one.
How deep does the rabbit hole go?
His name shares the first letter with one of those, and the same number of letters.
But it also shows the last letter with the first of the
We'll
other one.
change one of them.
Okay.
No, I was gonna say choose the red bullet or choose the blue bullet.
Yeah, I know. As I said, how deep does the rabbit hole go?
Oh god. Anyways,
Alright.
Do you want opinions?
Spill the blood.
I mean, if you're willing to offer an opinion, I'm willing to at least listen for more information.
I mean, in my opinion, I think the greatest suspicion is like I said, these first 5 elections, since like so much like fascist shit went down. So since you clearly have a lot of faith in Diddles, I'd say from your perspective, me, Alex, or Pino would probably be. I mean, I voted yes on that because I have a lot of faith in you. But I think I would probably shoot either Alex or Pino.
I would shoot BROTE.
But I don't have a good read on Pino right now.
sorry, why shoot BROTE?
I already told you. I told you 4 minutes ago that I think he's Hitler, and I'm not gonna try to justify it.
Alright, we were talking about shooting people, you have to justify it.
He doesn't have to.
I mean, yeah,
he
he can say
probably
whatever the fuck he wants.
Okay, again,
He's just been cleared as not Hitler. He fucking feels like he's on top of the world.
I know. BROTE thinks. BROTE passed a fascist, right? And then nobody has been very vocal, has been talking about BROTE, and fascists, if they're not Hitler, have to be vocal. So again, that's where all my suspicion is going right now, is BROTE.
Alright.
The fascists have to be vocal, they have to keep the suspicion off of Hitler, and not one person on this table, except for me, has said BROTE. So, that's my justification.
Any other opinions as to the shooting?
Okay,
I'm
Hitler.
personally most suspicious of Stil and Pino. I don't like Stil's flip-flopping of opinions on other people, me included. I think that he's...
Wait, you don't like that I ended up supporting you?
I think that... I don't think you're very credible. I don't think what you say right now can be... I think you're trying to appeal to the fact... Like, you're trying to appeal to a fascist agenda. I don't think that your read of the 4 of you on that side of these...
Okay, Hitler.
4,
Oh god.
is true. I also think your arguments are very poor when you just respond with "Okay, Hitler." It doesn't really add anything. Similarly, I haven't had much. Pino has been much less vocal this game than he was last game. At least I think he has. That surprises me a little bit, just in general. My main problem is with Stil and his flip flopping, and his just general ease of just throwing out accusations.
I will say I'm being more quiet because I'm just trying to pick up on reads. Because, like I said, I have no idea. Derek to Alex once that was thrown into chaos.
Yeah,
I'm just like I understand your point. I'm just trying to get a better read of the board. I would say shoot Stil because even if he is liberal, it's much like Mafia when you have bad town. You just it sucks because if he is liberal, it would make numbers even. But
I mean, I really don't think you should try to shoot someone just because they're a bad liberal.
But it's just sowing so much chaos into the board.
I know what you.
Is removing a
I just
liberal
don't
the best
listen
play?
to Stil, and it makes it easy.
But again, that's just
No
my
offense,
personal
Stil.
opinion.
Fuck all of you.
Alex,
You're all Hitler.
what's your thoughts?
Well,
Actually,
Wow.
Alex, I just want to add one more thing quick. Derek's assertion of any of the three of us also makes sense.
Yeah, that's basically what I was going to allude to. But I know you have already stated that you're likely to shoot myself or Stil, and that's fine. And I want to come up with arguments for not shooting me. But like, I don't have much evidence other than the fact that the ones I've played have been super suspect. Well, not super suspect. The first one I was given 2 blues. The other one I was given 3 reds at the end of a kind of shitty situation because there was some lie in the course of this. So with that being said, that's why I was going to say I allude to what Pino was just talking about, because the some lie in the middle of this makes me feel most uneasy. So I guess it would have to be. Well, I would say Derek, Pino, or yourself, but you can't shoot yourself, so I guess
He'll show you.
Yeah.
I was actually just talking to Peter about that. Because fuck this game.
Get me out of this fresh hell.
We did
Is
make
it
a
my
rule
turn
last
real
time.
fast?
I want to get off Reg's wild ride.
Can I give a plea real fast on who my read is that it is either Alex, Pino, or Derek. Mostly Pino and Alex. Because I think that Pino threw away a liberal card and gave me a choice based on that. And Alex just because he can't fucking give an explanation for anything. So I don't have a strong read on him.
Well, I mean, what?
Peter. If we don't mind, at least.
Do you have an idea of who you want to kill, Reg?
Go, Reg.
Diddles, who's your second choice? Just so I know. You want to shoot Brote?
Brote or Alex?
Alright, I'm giving it to Alex.
Okay.
Final words, Alex?
You fucked up.
Welcome.
FamiliaTwin moved to
That's all I'm
Hitler
gonna-
Observatory. Quick top move to Hitler Observatory by FamiliaTwin.
Alright, who gets president now? Still?
It goes to Stil.
That's me.
Dude, we can't search his body. I want his clothes.
So, Reg, can I ask you 2 things?
Yeah.
First off, did you purposely choose a fascist?
I'm sorry?
Did you purposely drop a liberal to try to get the shot?
No. I
Okay.
literally drew 3 fascists.
And second, did you think Alex was Hitler?
Yes. I was still between him and Stil. But Stil has had no role in actually playing cards. I mean, well, no.
No,
He
I
had
played a
one,
card.
No, I was correcting. You had one role in playing cards, but it wasn't president. Alex had more control, and again, I stand by that there was a three card chance that he was fucking me, rather than the 1 card chance that Derek was doing. So it was between you 3, essentially. Derek being my least likely. And I went with my lowest likely gut, and it was wrong. Apparently. I mean, I still might have been a fascist, but it wasn't Hitler, unfortunately. Is that a satisfactory explanation?
Just so
Yep,
you
that's
guys
fine.
know, I have to work in 3.5 hours, and I love you all, and I'm not so
Okay,
tired.
Brote, go.
I am the Chancellor?
Yep.
Okay.
You
Hold on,
just
we gotta vote
shuffled,
first.
Dude, you just shuffled. If you can't do
Doesn't-
it right,
doesn't
don't
matter.
draw the card.
Doesn't matter. It's fine.
we're voting.
We need to vote first.
Oh yes, that is accurate.
Oh no, please, guys. I love that vote.
We need one more.
Pino.
Alright, everybody flip.
Good game.
No, it doesn't pass.
Oh, thank God.
Hold on, leave him up.
I will tell you exactly why I voted.
Yeah,
no.
can we get some talk about the table about this? I think this is important.
I've already explained why I think Brote is Hitler.
I agree.
You
have
can't
explained.
talk. You're dead.
No, he's not.
No, he's
No, Alex is dead.
Diddle. Oh, might be. This card.
That,
He's not.
No,
Hitler.
he's not Hitler.
The bullet means you're dead.
No.
Does this pass?
No.
No,
No,
you need a majority, and it's a tie. It doesn't pass.
Okay.
So I understand Stil and Brote. I guess Pino, I need to understand why you thought that was a good idea.
I guess I just didn't have a good feeling that Brote was Hitler.
Pino's also said that he trusts everybody or you only trust.
I mean,
BROTE.
No, no. I didn't say I trusted them. I said I didn't know what was going on from Derek to Alex.
Because here's my thoughts. Because originally what I said was I think between me and Alex there was two fascists, and Stil and BROTE were like the biggest unknown factors to me. So maybe one of them is, maybe one of them isn't. I'm not sure, but I think it's throwing too much confusion into the game to just try to have one with both of them in. You know,
No, that's a fair point.
the result's super unpredictable. So that's why I said no.
Derek, I want to know why you said it doesn't matter that he shuffled it. Because the order of the cards actually does matter.
I mean, what do you
No,
mean?
the orders of the card doesn't matter. It's more of how many we think are left in it. Like
yeah,
if we
the composition that matters.
I mean, yeah, obviously the order matters, like, for a given draw, but if we haven't drawn, like, it's just RNG at that point, right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you shouldn't do it, but, you know.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but you are changing the outcomes.
No, I know. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it.
But we didn't
doesn't
know.
actually
He's not stacking it. It's not like he's stacking
Yeah.
it once. He just accidentally hit shuffle.
Like, it doesn't matter
Yeah,
in the
it's not
sense
like
that,
I
like,
looked
there's
at what
nothing
it
we can
was.
do
No,
to
I'm
change
not
it.
blaming you for doing it on purpose. I'm just saying, like,
It can
does matter.
affect the outcome of the game. That is true.
But we didn't know what those outcomes were going to be
Right.
anyway.
right. So it doesn't matter from an information or expected
Yeah.
outcome perspective, but
It
it does
shouldn't
affect
actually
the outcome.
affect the way that you play, but it can affect the outcome of the game.
Alright, so pass it to BROTE.
Fucking peanut gallery over here.
So I have to choose a chancellor.
You do.
So, does the rest of the table want to convince me why I shouldn't trust BROTE?
I'm not going to
Because I want to know why.
because I don't know.
Yeah, because that's like the person I trusted the most on the table. I'm pretty
I am
uncertain
now the
about a
person-
lot of.
You are spinning your wheels and
Yeah.
story so fucking much.
Yeah, I'm with
Between
Greg
it
on this
being
one.
BROTE, Derek, and Pino, and the rest of us being safe, to me being a fascist, I do not understand what you're doing. I should have shot you to take you out because you were playing fucking awful.
I'm very confused by his play as well. He's now saying that I'm his most trusted, and he would have shot me 2 turns ago
Like,
or something.
you clearly had a motive to try to explain something. I do not trust Stil in the slightest.
Nor do I.
All right, BROTE, who's your chancellor?
Not still. Sweet.
Basically, Derek and Pino.
Yeah, it's between
my-
the two of us.
Okay. Well, that sucks. Because I'm unsure of both of them.
Who do you think is less Hitler?
The Hitlerometer is out. God.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I will reset this. That has been going on for a long ass time.
I would like. I can't ask for comments, can I?
No, you can ask for opinions on.
Can we put the bullet down, please?
Yeah, can we
Stop
stop
the
doing
bullet.
Every time we play with things, something gets fucked up.
that? I want to hear from Diddles. What does he think?
I think you're fucking Hitler, so I don't think it matters who the chancellor is now.
That
Honestly,
doesn't help.
At this point, like, I think Stil's just bad at this game. I don't think he's necessarily a fascist. Granted, he is playing the same way he did last game. Pino's specifically quiet, so I can give some credibility to him being fascist.
But I gave my reasons for being quiet.
No, I know.
That doesn't mean we have to believe him.
No.
He
I'm
does
just-
this occasionally, but it's never. I don't
It's also
want to say it's on the same side.
it's
Yeah, I
also
know.
late at night, so like
Yeah, it's
everybody's gonna
definitely
be
lit.
everybody's gonna be a little bit more quiet.
Tired is.
You pop like NyQuil, you bitch.
No, you know what? I'm exhausted, but I didn't want to say that because I didn't want the NyQuil thing to be brought up. So fuck it.
I love you.
I
I hate
think
you.
I think the
Mariners game's
safest
gonna be fun.
I think the safest point is
What's gonna be fun?
probably.
Mariners game.
I think the safest point is not Stil, because Stil started grabbing cards right away, assuming that BROTE wasn't I don't know. I still think Alex is fascist. I think that was the right choice. I think we're down to Hitler and one fascist. I just don't know who the other fascist is.
I think I'm kind of with you in the sense that I think that would have passed.
The reason why I don't trust Pino is because he voted yes. Granted, he gave his reasons for it, but I would say if you're going to choose between Derek and Pino, pick Derek.
I was also leaning more towards Derek.
Really? I was leaning towards Pino.
I was leaning towards Alex.
I was leaning towards Pino, and maybe I'm putting too much emphasis on this 3-card fuckery, but Derek was involved in that.
I mean, he was,
we were
but
all-
Alex didn't try to point blame at him, is what I'm saying. Like, when Alex said the reason he passed it was
Shut up,
because he drew
Peter.
3 cards.
But if he was a fascist, he would have a reason to not point blame at Derek.
Well, maybe a motherfucking Hitler. I'm not Hitler.
That's what Hitler might say.
Alright, Brote, make a choice. Let's do it.
No, Hitler would be like, "Ashta verduste meine Ernsten."
Okay, alright.
Can I also just we passed this, right? So this goes...
No. We didn't pass Stil.
We didn't. I'm sorry. I wanted to actually make a point about that, and that's what I was thinking about. We have the option of top decking and not losing anybody else. And looking at this current state of the cards, I know that there's 2 fascists in the discard pile. There's a good chance of top decking a liberal.
Can I just ask one thing, Brote? Who would you shoot, given the chance?
I would choose Stil.
Stil.
Everybody hates on Stil. I just think he sucks at this game. I don't think he's being mean.
Well, Diddles, let me ask you this then. If you think you were correct with Alex, who do you think the other 2 fascists are?
I already said I think Brote's Hitler. I don't know who the other fascist is. My main point is at you. Second would be probably Pino. Third would be Rick. I honestly don't think Stil's a fascist. I think he just sucks at the game.
So you think it's most likely me, Alex, Pino?
I like this for sure. Then you, Pino, Rick.
So you
Yeah,
trust
fair.
Brote, who you thought was
No,
Hitler?
no.
No.
Oh, you're not counting him. Okay.
It doesn't matter.
With the point of me saying he is Hitler, the other fascist would be here,
Okay.
here, or here.
Okay.
Alright, thought you're... Pick a chancellor.
This is a 50-50 on our loss, then. Because I know I'm not Hitler.
Well, technically it's a 33, but I guess it still's not even be fucking considered.
Decimals repeating, of course.
I'm gonna go there.
Leroy Jenkins.
Pino?
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Alright.
FamiliaTwin entered channel.
Wow. Interesting. I'll leave him out,
FamiliaTwin moved to
Kappa
Hitler
Ross.
Observatory.
Why Brote?
I don't like either of the choices. I'm suspicious of both
So
you
you,
and
you,
Derek.
so
So
you,
you
were
don't.
essentially
It's because
voting
he's
no.
Hitler. He wants someone else to appoint him chancellor.
No, I'm not Hitler.
It's because he's Hitler and he wants someone else to appoint him chancellor.
Alright, can we get Reg and Diddles' opinion?
I would also like theirs, yeah.
I was gonna vote this down regardless because I think Brote's Hitler. So
Reg?
regardless of
Sorry, I was typing into Peter.
No collusion, Peter.
No, it has
No,
nothing
Peter
to do
isn't
with...
gonna reveal anything.
No, it has nothing to do with him doing it, like telling me anything. It's just, I wanted to tell him
Stop-
something.
Stop
Peter's
flipping
fault.
that
Yeah.
card, please.
Yeah, why are we always doing this? I voted no because I don't trust any decision that does not involve me and Diddles.
Okay, but here's the thing.
I didn't have the option.
If you're going to have that be a factor, you're just going to have to accept the top deck card.
I am.
I'm willing
That
to
was
accept that.
exactly in my thought process. Is like, I'm going down with a top deck card.
Because the reason I accepted that was because I was just going to fucking, whatever happens here happens, and then I was going to put one of you two in. But if you're just fucking resigned to
Heck, YOLO.
circle jerking over... I mean, I don't... I think you two are both alright. I just... Diddles doesn't even
Wait,
trust
what?
Reg. Shit.
I'm not saying like take that into less context. The reason why I denied this is because I assume Brote's Hitler.
There you go,
That is
Cthulhu.
my point. He is Hitler, so whatever he's going to vote for, I'm not going to pass. Would I be fine with the top deck? Yes, but whatever this was going to be, regardless of who it was, I was going to say no.
If Reg was being truthful, there are 4 liberals and fucking 5 fascists in this deck.
Yeah, I'm okay with those odds to draw a liberal.
It's better than
So you
getting
think that your
somebody.
best chance is 20%?
I will not take the chance of BROTE shooting somebody.
So,
if he's Hitler.
Pino, can I ask you then why you accepted?
I don't have any good reads this game, but one of the, I guess, mediocre reads I do have is that I feel like you would pass a liberal if given the option.
You think BROTE
That you're
would?
not Hitler. Whether or not you got the cards, I don't know, but we got to take that chance at some point.
All right. Well, anyway.
I'm not of the mind to top deck when liberals are down. Yeah, it gets like it eliminates a shot, but at the same time, next hand, regardless, you could have a liberal president and chancellor, and draw three reds, and then you just don't have an option. I'd rather, if it was for the first shot, yeah, okay, I would go for top decking, but not for the
Alex,
second
you
shot.
really don't have a. I mean, I don't want to be like you shouldn't talk, but
Just ignore the
you
chat.
shouldn't talk.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, anyway, do we want to just keep the game moving then?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
I mean, because
I
from
really
what I'm getting, that it doesn't matter who I give this to, right?
Not
According to Reg and Diddles.
Well, no, that's not what
All
Diddles
to
said.
make a choice.
I was saying was
He was voting down because of BROTE.
yes.
Yeah.
Just because I don't trust you doesn't mean I won't vote for you. I was going to vote down regardless of who BROTE picked because I did not want him to have a bullet.
All right. I mean, I would like to avoid top decking if possible. Is there anything, Reg or Diddles, anyone I could pick that you would have put faith behind?
I'm voting no unless I'm involved.
I would want you to make that decision on your own.
You would want me to make the decision on
The
my
only
own?
one that I don't have, the only one that I either think really sucks at this game or is another fascist is Stil. But again, I think Stil's playing to his point of being a liberal. I think Stil's the best choice here.
I mean, Derek, I think at this point, you give it to me, we vote, it probably doesn't pass, then we try it with me to you, it probably doesn't pass, and then we top deck.
Well, no, we top deck after this one.
Do we? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because we've already had 2 fails. On the 3rd fail, you top deck.
I mean, it sounds like the best chance of getting enough yeses would be me to you. Or me and you.
The thing is, you make me nervous, Pino.
I can promise you,
Mom's sweaty, mom's spaghetti.
not that this makes a difference, but that the game will not end.
Fuck.
As much as I'd like to go to bed, the game would not end.
I'd like to lay down and at least rest for 2 hours.
I'm so tired at this point. Like
I'm just
how
voting no on everyone.
you know how when you get to the point when you're tired and like your eyes just start to hurt.
All right. I don't think this is gonna get accepted, but my gut feeling is that I can trust BROTE, so that's what I'm gonna vote for.
I guess we're top decking.
Yeah, go ahead and vote.
Whoops.
Everybody vote. Put it out there, BROTE.
I'm still. Hold on.
I revealed mine twice.
Alright,
All right, flip.
flip.
You trust BROTE and then you vote no.
I mean, I don't
I
think
said
it
that
matters.
I'm voting no on everyone that isn't
Not you.
me.
Oh, baby.
Yes! Success!
Even if Derek had voted yes, it
These
wouldn't
go
have
away. Give the
That's-
Chancellor.
That's a no.
Give it to Diddles then.
We do have a confirmed not Hitler on him.
All right, starting the timer.
This is true.
I want you to give it to me to confirm I'm not Hitler. I think Diddles had the least suspicion of me. I mean, I don't know what your suspicion level is.
I mean,
but
I do think Diddles is the safest pick here.
I also don't know why, Derek. I did ask why, and I didn't really give you a chance to answer, so I apologize. Why you voted no towards BROTE when you suggested him?
Because I don't trust him that much, honestly. I trust Pino the least, I think.
Pino, who are you gonna shoot?
Oh, fuck, now I gotta think about that, god damn it. I'll put this out there. I am suspicious of you, Reg, thinking that you might be making a similar play that was in the last game,
What play exactly?
where you check someone's card and clear them. Not to say that Diddles isn't.
I mean, he could be just like protecting himself, you know?
And, I know, and you really want Chancellor, which always makes me scary when you can just vote Hitler. And
I want
lose.
the not Hitler card, but I'm completely fine with you giving this to Diddle.
But do you understand my reasoning behind that?
Yeah, I do.
My first choice is probably Stil, because of just the chaos.
So who are you gonna shoot?
And first, well, I haven't decided, but first choice Stil, second choice Reg.
BROTE.
I also reserve my right to change my mind, but I'll explain before.
All right, all the votes on the table. Let's go for it.
Doesn't matter.
Does not pass. Can we keep them out?
I'm not letting you shoot me.
Can we keep
That's
them
why I
out?
voted no.
I mean, it was.
I have this.
Who are the nines? Can I see the 3 nines, please?
There's me.
Okay.
Still, you already know why. Me, I think you already know why.
So you don't trust Pino is what you're saying, Diddles?
I don't trust anybody really with this bullet, and with a liberal being put out. I already think BROTE is the freaking guy, and if nobody, again, this is the same point I was going to the first time on why.
No, I understand.
No, wait. The first point I made on why I suspected BROTE is the same thing that's happening right now, where Derek and Pino are both never mentioning BROTE. Not once.
Because I don't have a read on him.
That's fine, but again, same point as before.
Okay. Giving this to Stil. Or giving this to Diddle. Jesus Christ, I'm tired.
Who are you gonna shoot?
Stil or Derek.
Alright, that's everyone?
Yep.
Alright, flip.
Yep. Okay, so I'm
Leave
almost
him, please.
I'm almost absolutely certain that Alex was a fascist because we have yet to pass another vote. And I think we're tied at three apiece, and there's no way that the fascists are just going to.
So wait, you think we were Alex was liberal?
No, I think he's fascist, but I think somebody's just fucking up the vote. Like they're continuing fucking up their vote. Why did you vote no, Diddles? I'm confused.
Because you didn't say BROTE.
I did say BROTE.
No, you
No.
didn't.
No.
Oh, I
You
didn't.
said Stil
Yeah, I
and
said Stil
Derek.
and I said Stil and Derek. You're right. I'm dumb.
I mean, you know my reasoning, basically. If I have suspicion of you, I'm not going to trust you with a bullet.
Okay.
Alright,
Voting for Stil.
Yeah, apparently.
Diddles, who are you gonna
can I ask
Protect.
for your explanation on this?
Because Stil is the one person I have the least suspicion of being Hitler. He's the one person I at least suspect to be Hitler. And if a fascist card goes, I shoot BROTE and I win the fucking game. And if a liberal goes, I'm one step closer to winning the game.
You don't win the game.
Diddles.
I'm a liberal.
Diddles, I've been on your side and backing you up.
I'm not talking about shooting you.
No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want to discuss. And I know asking for Chancellor does cast shade, but you can trust me to play a liberal. And if you don't, then you can shoot me, and you would know. I don't.
Pino.
I think Stil's sown enough chaos that is a poor play, even if he is liberal.
It's okay, guys. I'm guaranteed voting no unless I'm involved.
So he's voting yes.
Pino,
Yes.
since you've
I'm
been
sticking-
quiet and observing, can I ask for your reads on Stil and BROTE?
I honestly cannot read BROTE currently. Actually, I really can't read either of them for different reasons. BROTE is just...
Not enough information.
Not even that, it's just you're not involved. Which doesn't necessarily mean you're a fascist, but it's just I don't have a read. And still I don't have a read because he's just all over the place and it honestly doesn't seem like he wants to play unless he's involved.
I mean, because here's the thing. Right now, I think I trust Diddles with a shot more than anything if he gets it, right?
Yes.
I mean, that's just my opinion. I think Reg would agree with me on this because he's seen Diddles' card.
I do agree with you, but I don't agree with the choice. But it's a stalemate because Stil's never going to vote for anybody unless it's him.
I mean, I just don't know if we want to consider trying to pass this or not.
Yeah, if you're messaging anybody that's actually in the game...
I'm not reading it, but just stop messaging me.
Nah, it just fucks up every thought I'm having.
Just vote. Let's do it. This is what I'm choosing right now, so make your decisions within a few seconds. Right?
Alright, ready?
Flip.
Did we lose?
I just won.
FamiliaTwin entered channel. Quick top move in from Hitler Observatory
Eat it,
by
Diddles.
FamiliaTwin.
Good game.
Dude, okay, dude, still, wait, I want to talk for a second. Still, you were 100% wrong.
Super wrong.
Still
won.
He thought for sure it was Pino and BROTE. He kept messaging me saying, yo, why are they not helping me? I was like, still, I couldn't say a single word, but I was like, still, you're wrong. And then when I was listening to Diddles say it was BROTE the entire time, I'm like, where is he getting this from?
Oh, that's amazing.
I honestly didn't care anymore. That was just not a fun game.
Oh my god.
You did it.
On top of it again, but I had to vote yes because otherwise nothing was gonna happen again.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I honestly figured Stil was the best choice, but
What were the votes again?
FamiliaTwin.
It was everyone said yes.
Yes,
me.
yes.
Quick
I was
top
the
move
only
to
one who said
Every
no.
time we weren't passing things and we get this ultimatum that we're not gonna pass anything because of it, like that's just so many fucking alarms going off.
I mean, you guys did the same thing though.
The thing is though, you guys shot the fascists. You had the numbers advantage.
yeah.
Yeah,
FamiliaTwin
but, like,
entered channel.
Somebody was
Top
fucking
move
up the
in
vote
from
every
Hitler
time.
Observatory by
Well, it was
FamiliaTwin.
me. It was me and BROTE. Is what it was. I fucked it up because I thought it was BROTE.
No,
That's what it
the
came
vote
down
got fucked up between Derek and Alex.
And like, sorry Peter to call
So,
you out.
can I-
You kept fucking up my thought process every time you would come in at the channel after a vote was successful. Derek just got elected. We fucking lost.
I did that once, only once, and I admit that's a mistake. I only did it once, Freg.
Every time you did it, that I thought it. Once,
I mean,
whatever.
technically,
Same
you're
difference.
right.
I mean,
so every time,
It
but I
also
only did it
doesn't
once.
help that I thought that I was correct for forever and was super wrong.
So can I just fucking say some things that happened?
FamiliaTwin moved to Hitler Observatory.
I really should have stuck with my
Mr.
first
Tempera moved to
initial
Hitler
thought
Observatory by
because
FamiliaTwin.
I know, and I want to point out this message that I sent
Quick
to
top move
Peter.
to Hitler Observatory.
What was it? Let's
Should have
see.
passed my vote. I would have shot still. That's all I'm gonna say.
I know, that's why I kept turning down your guys' votes.
But it
Derek,
was also
Mouse Cop are fascist. Okay, the BROTE
Mouse
thing
Cop.
was wrong.
You mean Derek
Or-
Alex?
Yeah, Derek Alex. Derek
I
Alex,
had
sorry.
2 out of 3. I had Derek and Stil as fascists.
I
See,
just wanted to
I
shoot
was
still
wrong on
because
the
he was
Hitler.
annoying.
I was gonna shoot still.
I
and
couldn't
don't know
believe
why
it.
I fucking picked
I'm
Alex.
so glad. That was like when I thought I was gonna lose. Was when Reg had that bullet. I was like, oh god, just don't shoot me.
You like, yeah, I'm just shooting you forever from now on.
I'm
Because
fine. Those
you're
were
either
2
the
really
worst
good
liberal
games
or
for
you're
me.
Well, he's only been fascist so far, so you can't even
Yeah.
say like he's played poorly.
Yeah, you can't say that I'm worthless.
Derek, good fascist game.
Dude, so okay, the first
problem
turn,
is-
obviously I dropped a liberal, but what Alex did was he gave it to me, so I'm pretty sure he had he probably drew 2 liberal cards and 1 fascist, because he passed me a liberal and a fascist.
Yeah, I got a liberal and a fascist, and then passed a liberal.
No, yeah, that's what you gotta do.
Yeah, it was like second turn.
Don't
right?
pull the fucking Katie play and be like, fuck that shit. I want the
It
power.
was second turn. I was like, okay,
FamiliaTwin
No,
entered
Katie-
a
channel.
liberal.
Katie did one step further. She also stated she played a red and discarded the blue. That's what killed her.
That's
That's
terrible.
what killed her.
But she didn't die.
I cannot believe she
Neither did
died.
Stil.
But you're right. You're
I know.
right.
FamiliaTwin
God,
moved
that
to
was so
Hitler
close.
Observatory.
I was like, okay, Reg's gonna either shoot me or Alex, and then like everyone put a little bit of blame more on Alex than me. I was like, okay, I just have to say that it's like 3 people, and then it's not gonna be me that gets shot. Reg should have just YOLO'd. You should have. Reg, you
called
should
the
just
Alex.
trust yourself.
No, he did trust himself. It was me that voted no. And like
I
went to
wanted
people.
No, on his shot.
No, Alex was my first choice, but it was like a step between first and second choice. Like, I honestly only went with Alex because he had been a president, and I thought he had more manipulation power at that point. But I knew there was some stupid connection between him and Derek, and I knew Stil was either a shit liberal or a fascist. Like, I don't know. There's only I lost both games, but I don't feel bad that like I played poorly. I don't know.
I don't think that you actually played poorly though, because like the first game.
No,
you
I
were
mean,
the
yeah,
person
you're
who had it
great.
skinned the entire time.
Like, and I hate saying that because it feels like I'm blaming other people I know and
I got
it's
it,
a
Diddles.
dick things to do. Like, I was just telling Diddles, like, and I don't know, maybe people would disagree, but I think you just have to assume that I am a liberal with you when I'm continuing to call you right.
Yeah,
at
I
this
think
point
that
in
you
the
have to, like,
And you
as
have
far
to
as
let
my read has gone, is you have to like trust that Reg is with you until something proves that he isn't.
And we only had 2 not Hitler cards, and one of them's dead. We needed to get another one on the board, and I felt like I was the safest choice. And I kept trying to advocate for it, but it's really hard to always
Right.
advocate for yourself.
The biggest problem I had was 2 things. Is one, the mess up in talk, which obviously you've been drinking and it's late and whatever.
Which mess up and talk?
When I came back and you were talking and you just like didn't put it into a context that I understood, I guess, where you were talking about me voting in a fascist when you knew I was liberal. And
I'm honestly forgetting.
that's fine. I mean, I came back and I was like,
It was
you know
like
I'm
super
liberal.
early.
Yeah, I was like, you know I'm liberal, so why would I pass that? And you put it into a better context, but I was like, a little shady. And then the second thing was is that you were asking for Chancellor over and over and over again. And I know now why you wanted it. You wanted it so that I had full trust in you. I get that, but
Yeah. Yeah, Diddles.
I
you just have to
honestly
trust in the Reg.
I don't know why I voted
he
yes.
shot me the first fucking game I played.
Yeah, no, that was not true. That was like the 3rd game. It was the first game you were liberal. Like, I wanted to continue to vote no, but like, we were at such a stalemate because either Diddles or BROTE were continually voting incorrectly
Yeah.
that we were not passing anything.
That
And
was-
I had to take a chance that it wasn't Stil and it was Derek as Hitler.
Yeah, that was part of it for me, was that I think that BROTE voted wrong, like, a little bit more than 50%, so I was like, okay, BROTE's totally on my side.
And BROTE's new, and I don't mean to call it out like anything, like, honestly.
No,
against
I don't.
you.
I don't feel like it is that way. So just
I'm just trying to like every time we do these like post game discussions, I think it like improves like thought process or makes
I
people
agree.
better.
I agree.
Like I think there comes a point where if somebody's seen your card and they're calling you correctly as a liberal, and we're in this situation, like we maybe not have had this situation before where we continually stalemate, but you have to like eventually just give in because it's always
No,
a
yeah, that
chance.
was really freaking
Yeah.
weird. Like, I was
No,
surprised at
that-
how
that-
long
that,
it just
like,
got passed.
Being a person that's gonna stalemate there is like gives you a shitload of power. Like if you're gonna continue to say no, you're like, I'm guaranteed saying no until I have some amount of power. Like if people don't just like, if the entire table doesn't believe in you, then you're fucked. But
Like-
otherwise, you're fine.
And I didn't actively think of it when Derek was saying, so you think Alex was liberal? No, I think because we're continually stalemating, somebody is voting incorrectly. We actually have a numbers advantage.
Yeah.
I think that was my biggest.
No, I mean, like if I wasn't Hitler in that game, I'm pretty sure that I would have lost. My read was terrible in that game, but because I was Hitler, it didn't matter.
And Pino being tired kind of screwed me because Pino's very talkative usually, and it doesn't matter which side he's on.
It may have actually helped me because that meant that I gave trust to random fucking people.
I mean, I wasn't quiet because I was tired. Like, I'm not that tired. What really just fucked with me was, I don't know if anyone else caught this, but, so Alex passes the vote. We go to, he says there's 3 reds. Someone flipped the deck over before shuffling it. There was another red on bottom. So, like, that meant, like, in my mind, there were up to, in those last 5 cards, up to 4 reds, which then a fuck ton of people lied. And that's when I went from having fairly good reads on Alex, you, Diddle, Reg, and Derek, and obviously myself, to just going, fuck, am I just secretly fascist and I don't realize it? Like, it was just like the numbers weren't adding up in my head, and I just felt like I just had to pay attention to what people were saying.
Yeah. That game... sorry, go ahead, Diddle.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, my original read on who was fascist was right.
You were moved
Is this
to
being
Hitler
recorded,
Observatory
Red
by
Hair?
FamiliaTwin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because the problem
Right.
is that, like,
Tabletop
being
2.
quiet
Return
also,
of the Hitler by
like,
FamiliaTwin.
and they played it right, and I think I fell into it is what happened. They played it absolutely right, because I said no one's pointing blame at BROTE, so that's why he's the Hitler. And then they just continued to not point at you, because I already was blood in the eyes, or whatever Rick says. You know what I mean?
When you give them that ammunition, it's really hard to go back. I think that was a really weird game as well, because I was continually put in some form of power until those last couple stalemates.
Like, and the other thing that threw me off towards the end was, add this on top of not knowing who the fuck was who. Reg willing to top deck when we had a good chance of getting a fascist card.
Yeah, I mean, you have a good chance of finding a liberal, but I think because we had such little information...
The thing is, though, like, you have to
there was not
consider
a
it
good
from
read.
my position, because, like, if I am in a position where I'm president, who the fuck can I get away with shooting, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, so there was
Like, that
aspect of
stalemate,
it.
even though we drew a liberal, that was really good for me, because I didn't want to be in a
I think
situation where I had to make a shot.
No, I think that if you have the shot, though, you get control pretty easily if you have a good read on who doesn't know who a fascist is.
Well, isn't it an easy shot for you, because you just shoot BROTE for me, and then...
Yeah, but then who are you going to point suspicion at?
Yeah, but
no,
then,
he has to
I needed to keep BROTE alive to keep your suspicion of him going.
no, honestly, the best shot for him would have been me.
Yeah, it probably would have been
Pino.
Pino.
Pino was the shot.
But,
Because honestly, I
also thought Pino was a fascist.
was gonna try to say I thought it was Alex, Pino, BROTE, but then like Reg kept trying to like ask for the power, so I was gonna try to shift to Reg and away from Pino maybe.
And like, that's the other thing that led me to suspect you, Reg, is that as soon as the Hitler Chancellor endgame came into effect, you were asking for Chancellor. And like, yes, I know that it's, you want it when you know you're not, and it just casts shade, but like, add that on top of everything else, it was just like,
It's
I
an
couldn't,
impossible...
I just couldn't trust you from my perspective personally, not to say that you were playing it bad. It was just, that's what fucked me up.
But that could have been, like, the best longest con, too. Like, play Hitler, look at my card, call me a liberal, gain trust enough to where, somebody gives him Chancellor, you know what I mean?
I even said it to Peter at one point, like, I think I have a read, but after last game, I have no idea. I think Reg's trying to pull the same move, but Diddles might actually be liberal. And like that was milling through my head, and like, that's just why I honestly didn't have a good read this game.
Yeah, the one thing I was certain of this game was that Reg and Diddles were both liberals. That was 100% certainty.
My desire to beg for power exponentially increased every time we failed to vote. Because I knew there was going to be no way we would ever win this game. And I was going to shoot Stil. If that passed, I was going to shoot him.
Yeah.
If you would have said Stil and BROTE, I probably would have passed.
if you would have voted for me, Stil was my first shot.
See, I said Stil and Derek. I pinpointed every fucking fascist with a shot. God damn it.
I pinpointed out.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, the whole thing for me was, like, I know I have such a better chance if I just keep passing it until it's me. Like, I know that the fascists are gonna vote yes on me, so if I just keep saying no every time until it's me, I'm good.
See, bro, you had 2 or 3, but I didn't know that well that you had 2 or 3.
Right, no, I didn't. I'm just saying that for my own personal, like, I read 2 out of 3 right for myself. I'm not saying I could communicate it well, or that I did.
You just gotta fucking cast skepticism.
Mine's stats were perfect that game.
Reg, you got fucked real hard in both of these games.
Well, and I mean, I feel like I didn't fuck you, Reg. I feel like it was more of I fucked up, and it wasn't fucking you.
I don't think you
It's not
fucked me.
necessarily fucking up. It's just like
Well,
It's a game of trust, and you just placed your trust wrong. I mean, it happens.
I didn't place
it's
any
not even
trust, though.
it's not even trust. It's
It's
this
trust plus odds.
this whole game is centered around lying and figuring out who's lying. And trying to do that over the internet is a lot easier said than done. Even though we've played a lot, but it's just like, you know, you could still play a good game, and even though you read wrong, like that's not fucking up. That's just you had a wrong read. Like
Yeah.
it's very similar to poker.
Your reasoning for doing things can make perfect sense and it being incorrect, but that doesn't mean it was poor.
Well, I'm
You
just.
moved
Hey,
to
why don't you
Hitler
go
Observatory
to
by
the priorities
FamiliaTwin.
for you?
You
You can join us in the observatory where we're secretly insulting you all.
Game ever because, like Pino said, it's a game of lies. I trusted you to be with
Alright.
and stuff,
Huh?
and of course I'm like, I think it's.
I'm
BROTE, and
just-
you're
I'm
like, well,
just,
I think
like,
it's Stil.
observing
I'm
this
like, okay,
conversation.
well,
It's
we
very
have a difference of
interesting.
Opinion, and you're like, well, I think I'm gonna shoot Stil or Derek.
Take
and
me
I'm
back,
like,
please.
well, you know, I don't think Derek's Hitler, so.
You were moved to
Nope.
Tabletop 2. Return of the
Yeah,
Hitler by
for a lot of
FamiliaTwin.
that, I was like, okay, BROTE's totally on my side. And then as soon as people were like, oh, I think BROTE might be Hitler, I was like, okay, BROTE's Hitler. He's the other fascist. Like, we can fucking sacrifice him.
We should have just shot Stil to get him out of the game. He was
Yep.
causing too much chaos.
Yeah.
It's-
Told you.
Like, and honestly, that's kind of a smart way to play Hitler. At
It's a
least
smart way to
once.
play the game.
It is.
It's
It's,
like
a
you
real
just
gamble.
fuck with
It's a
everything.
literal gamble because he I
No,
was this
it,
close.
it's absolutely a gamble. Don't get me wrong, but like,
It's like-
it's when it works, it splits the table in a way that's
Yeah.
just beyond repair.
Exactly.
But like,
But that's a really
I-
ballsy play to do as Hitler.
no, I don't disagree. But it's like if you're confident in how you're going to play, and this is a chance you're going to take, you know, because you have to do something to figure out the fascists. Granted, you know, he thought BROTE and I were fascists, so.
Yeah,
got that
my
part
read
of it
was
wrong.
terrible.
But
I think I always try to drop you some subtle hints, like Stil was like, oh, I think these couple people are fascists. I'm like, yeah, I don't necessarily agree with that.
Then there was like a point in time where
Your
BROTE was like, I
priority
completely
speaker
disagree with that. I
Mr.
thought
Temporary
that was
gave
like,
you priority
it was like
speaker
after I had like
status.
fake thrown
Mr. Temporary
someone
revoked
else
your
the
priority
chancellor or
speaker
something.
status.
And I was like, okay, that's BROTE like trying to say he's one of the fascists. I was completely wrong.
I will say still, like,
Oh my god, how long have I had
You
this
can't-
on? Oh,
granted,
that
these
is
are your-
so
these are your
bad.
first 2 games?
Yeah,
Fuck.
that was the first 2 I played.
Yeah, you can't do that you can't do that every time, and you definitely can't do
You're
that
just
as
gonna
a
get
liberal.
shot next time.
Yeah, you just
Oh,
definitely
yeah,
can't do it as a
definitely.
liberal. So,
I
like,
mean-
it's like
I
from
mean,
a,
like you
it's,
can, but you have to be way more careful about it.
I fucked up,
You'd be
Jesus.
advantage, I guess, at that point.
but
No,
like
because
it's
as
just
a liberal, you don't want to sow
Alright, no
chaos.
more spoiler shields.
you're trying to solve it. You're not trying to just
No, there's
force
still
itself to resolve.
definitely a way to sow chaos correctly as a liberal.
Or maybe.
I think it's a
It's just-
riskier play. I think it's
Yeah, it's
one that
definitely
you
a
shouldn't
lot
approach.
harder to do. I'm not saying that it's not harder to do, but
The problem is if you sow chaos as a liberal, then you get to the same point we're at now, where no one trusts each other. Because, like, I guess, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, the fascists
Yeah.
just keep following through with it, and they're like, okay, we're sowing chaos, yeah. And then, like,
Yeah, exactly.
you take away their work, and their work is done for them by you, which means no suspicion is put on them. Again, you lose the game as a liberal.
no, I mean like it has to be less chaos than what you do, like what I did there. But yeah, you can definitely do it.
You also have to know that the game is played very differently when it's 6 players or less.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or I guess just 5 or 6 players.
Yeah, no, I've played like a lot of the other games that are like pretty much the same as this one.
Resistance?
Yeah, I've played like Resistance and what the fuck are the other stupid games? Yeah, Mafia. I've played.
Werewolf.
I might have played Werewolf, but I know I've played Mafia and Resistance.
Derek, can I just ask a question?
Yeah.
When you said it didn't matter when we shuffled the deck, were you...
No, I was saying we couldn't change it, so it doesn't matter in that sense.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's more about knowing the number of cards as opposed to because we don't know the order. Like,
I think that it actually might have helped the Liberals because
see,
we
the thing
top
is-
decked a Liberal policy after that.
That's fine.
but we don't know if
FamiliaTwin
wait, wait.
channel.
a top on the.
Are
hold on, shut up, Peter. It could have been a liberal on top to begin with, anyway. So, like, that's just speculation at that point.
Yeah,
like,
but
like
it
Derek
definitely didn't help the fascists.
Are you talking about the
But
time you
there's
flipped
no
it
way to
over
prove that.
and it was a fascist?
Yeah,
No.
there's no way to prove
No,
that.
it's the
like,
time I accidentally shuffled.
And like Derek
okay.
said, it's
Accidentally
it's
my
all
ass, Hitler.
it's
FamiliaTwin
all
moved to
orangey.
Hitler
Like, you don't
Observatory.
know.
The thing about it is the composition, like, it in a general sense is known. Like, in a general sense, people assume that there's not a big discrepancy between what people say and what it actually is. There will be small discrepancy, but not large. So, in that situation, I assumed there was 3 red cards and 2 blue cards. Seeing a red card did nothing for me other than, oh, okay, you flipped a card.
See, I don't know. I feel like it's more like solitaire, where like
It
when
can
you
be
have
like,
to draw
wow.
3 at a time, like it's much heavier impact than just drawing 1 off the top after having been reshuffled.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
top decking when you're behind is never a thing I like to do.
No, not even from a top decking perspective. Just it fucks the game perspective.
Peter, can you fucking override my? Oh,
I
FamiliaTwin
did not know I
channel.
could do that. I'm sorry.
it's
I changed
okay.
my color.
We could talk about this all night. I'm going to bed.
Greg,
It
would you
doesn't
like to do the
actually
honors?
affect anything.
What?
If anything, it
Send this
made
table
the-
to hell.
It made the Liberals closer to winning than anything.
Fuck this!
I
I'm
mean,
the greatest secret Hitler
what-
player alive.
What Pino was
Yes.
saying is in retrospect, yes, it did. But assuming that we shuffled, assuming that everything is random, that card doesn't matter at all. Like, yes, in retrospect,
Yes.
the top card was a fascist card, but
No,
The
it was a fascist originally, and then when we got to actually having to top deck, it was a liberal card.
I understand that. But what I'm saying is,
But how do you
that
know it
knowing
was a
it doesn't matter.
fascist?
We never actually
'Cause
saw that it was a fascist.
somebody-
We just saw that it wasn't.
It was at least 3-2 at the best for the Liberals. So it, at the very least, had a positive net effect on the Liberals.
It's shuffled regardless.
It's all random. You can't say that it was one way or the other.
Shit.
I just wish we were more careful with that.
I mean,
Alright.
you can. The way that you can say though
Good night,
is
Pino.
that
Have a
night.
good
it was a
Good night.
liberal when after it was
PinoSmash moved to
shuffled,
Hitler Observatory.
which is a there's less of a chance that happens than it's a fascist card on top. So you can say that was a better shuffle for liberals than it was for fascists. And you don't know about the one before, but the odds
There's
are
always-
that that's a better shuffle for liberals than it is for fascists.
Right, but that's the same situation in any die roll. Just because, like, in Warhammer, a die's cocked. Well, it may be cocked, but showing a 5, well, that's better for me. Well, I have to reroll it because it's cocked. Well, now it's a 1. That's not as good for me. There's always going
Yeah,
to
but
be
the difference-
somebody that
the difference
has benefit
there-
from the numbers.
The
There's-
difference there is that you know that there's a 60-40 and one slant versus a 40-60, right? So if it comes out to be the person who has lower odds, it's going to be better for them because there's less chance that it would have been that originally.
But at the same time, that's still assuming everybody's telling the truth in that game, which they're not. It could very well have been a 50-50.
Well, it was
Because
5 cards,
I-
so that's
again-
guaranteed not the case, but
Right,
I
know.
understand.
I know what you're saying, but like what I was pointing at is that we don't know everybody's telling the truth. I again was assuming that it's 3-2 or whatever, but that's not known the case unless we know exactly what the 5 cards were. You can't say
Yeah.
that definitely.
That's true. But you're almost guaranteed that a shuffle is going to benefit the liberals if a liberal card is
Pertain
top
move to
decked.
Hitler Observatory by put top.
A shuffle's going to benefit the fascist every time if a fascist card is top decked.
Yeah, but what happened was a liberal card was top decked, so liberals benefited.
And then the next, like, that's the randomness of the game. I'm confused on what you're arguing. Randomness of any game. That's the point. There is a benefit and a negative to anybody.
But what happened after that accidental shuffle was that we ended up top decking a card and guaranteeing that passed. So the fact that if it was 2 liberals and 3 fascists, there's less of a chance that a liberal card was the one that was going to be drawn than a fascist card. And the fact that a liberal card was drawn on the top of the deck means that liberals won on that probability. Guaranteed.
Correct. That's the point of randomness.
So that shuffle, at worst, helped the liberals who ended up losing. That's all I was trying to say.
No, I understand what you're saying, but I mean, I guess I guess I don't see how that makes a big impact on anything just because there's always a negative and a positive on all.
Well, yeah. The problem was that it could have affected the game.
Right.
But at worst, it affected it for the team that lost. It was positive for the team that lost. Or neutral. It was positive or neutral for the team that lost.
Right. The random shuffle turned out to be positive.
Yeah.
It all comes down to the fallacy of the predetermined outcome. But I just think it shifts whatever timeline you're actually in.
I think
it
I
doesn't matter.
I agree more with Reg's opinion that seeing the card gives a more idea of where the balance is than anything. Not that there's a benefit to either side, because again, I'm going to make the point every time. There's a benefit in randomness to one person or the other. That's the point of random die rolls or anything else in the game. But knowing the odds makes a bigger difference.
I would have agreed if that card that was shown was a liberal. Because since there's a less of a chance of a liberal card being in the deck in the first place, that gives you an idea that maybe it's more stacked towards liberals than when it started.
Right, there's a better benefit to a liberal, but it doesn't mean that there's not a benefit for there being a fascist. It still sways your mind one way or another, is what Reg's saying. The odds in his head start to change because he sees the fascist. Not saying that the odds have changed, but the odds start to change.
Yeah, true.
It's just that things no longer sync because you're playing with the cards the way they originally were. Things change on a macroscopic universal level that we can no longer predict and we're never going to know, but things do change.
But the thing that I was trying to say,
Derek, you son of a bitch, being a sneaky fascist,
is that with things changing...
I didn't think I was being that sneaky at all.
Well, the funny thing is, I originally called you Alex.
Yeah, I know. You said you were fucking right on. I'm just like, all right, I can't even be mad about that.
I smell appendix.
When fucking Alex was killed and people were suspicious of Stil, I'm pretty much just like, pack it up, boys. This game's over.
See, I screwed that for us because I just had it in my mind that it was BROTE the entire time. I don't know why. I just
BROTE, you also have to defend yourself.
So yeah, my whole
I don't
thing
even think he's there.
when people thought it was BROTE, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna fucking scapegoat BROTE because I think that it's BROTE and Pino. So if BROTE gets killed, then I'm fine. It's still me and Pino.
That's the saddest thing about being Hitler. Obviously that first game we played, I knew Alex was a fascist because obviously he got the option to look at me and looked and said liberal. But if you don't have that option, if you don't have somebody telling you that in that sort of way, it becomes very, very difficult to figure out who is fascist, and you pretty much just get down to the point where it's if I'm not being shot, and if I'm being promoted to Chancellor, we're in the fucking good. Who cares who else is fascist at this point? Don't shoot me and fucking give me the Chancellor.
Yeah, so Diddles, were you the one that gave me that Chancellor at the end?
Yes.
Okay. I have honestly forgotten since then. I was just like, okay, I got fucking Chancellor, game is over.
Alright, would anyone like to give the table one last flip?
At that point, I was confident that it was half and half, and that you weren't a fascist, so that it was going to end up being 4-2 on the vote.
Well, the shitty part is I understand where Rake's coming from, where I do have to just trust him at that point and like let the fates decide from there on. But
Alright, closing the game.
the biggest problem for me, and like I said, my biggest problem with that whole situation was he said, kill Derek or you,
And that was right, but not in your head.
well, not that. It's like, okay, if we're gonna shoot somebody, let's go for the throat. And I shouldn't think that way in that game because if you're killing a fascist, you're winning. But in my mind at that point, I was like, let's go for the fucking throat. Let's put Hitler under the bus right now. We have one more bullet. Let's just fucking do it. You know what I mean?
But
I mean,
you
should
have
always
to be
want a
more
gun.
confident about who you're giving Chancellor to at that point. You have to be like completely guaranteed that you're giving Chancellor to not Hitler.
But the problem is regardless, you're going to have to make a choice and guess on that point. Because, like, I should have obviously voted for Reg at that situation. That's where I fucked up, really. In all honesty, that's where I fucked up, because I didn't give Reg chances.
But
Did you
at
vote?
the
I think
Go ahead,
Brothe
Ray.
voted yes for me, and I voted yes.
I was the one who
And
took
somebody-
no, and I told you why I voted no. I voted no because you said
Yeah.
Derek or Stil. And if you would have said, and I told you right after, if you would have said Stil and BROTE, I would have said okay.
The thing was, though, that, what was it? It was two of us. So as long as we had convinced one person that one of us wasn't a fascist, we can pretty much just continually delay votes.
Right. And the sad thing
And that's
is
what
at that
happened.
point, the
Yeah.
sad thing is at that point, you can't just go with the odds. Like, that one flip is fine, but eventually you get down to really hard flips. Like,
I
talking
mean,
about that
you
much.
basically just can't ever trust someone who's saying, like, I don't trust anyone that isn't me. Because, like, that
No,
person
you
is
can
most
trust
likely
that person.
Hitler.
No, you can easily trust
Or
that person.
it's a coin flip between that person being either Hitler or a liberal.
I did
And
not want
if
to give
they're-
Stil that power.
If they're not trusting, like, anyone else, they're probably Hitler.
I'm gonna go smoke. I think you're judging way too much off of the two games you played.
I mean, I've seen the game played before.
Yeah, I'm gonna go smoke.
Yeah, go ahead. You just, like, I don't know. You're giving one person way too much power. If they're just like, I'm gonna veto everything. Then you're just like, well, I'm gonna keep vetoing everything that you think is good.
And that is the game of Secret Hitler. Any final words for the recording that I fucked up?
Fuck the police, I'm 2-0.
Well, there you have it.
I feel like LeBron James in the NBA Finals, where he plays amazing and loses anyway.
Well, you can't
I'm
actually say
conceited,
that
I'm
yet.
sorry.
You can't say that yet. He might still win.
There's 4 other years of that being true.
That's
That
about
is
enough.
true.